In a hole in the ground, there lived a mother badger. That's how this tale begins. Shelter is an important game. Now, I know many will write this off as pretentious or cartoony, but this game is important. Quite simply, it's a game about life. You begin with 5 cubs, and it's your task to lead them through the world and keep them alive. You need to make sure they're fed, or they slowly turn gray and will starve to death. You're their mother, and they need you. Feed them, and they're happy. There is no inventory management in Shelter, no quest objectives, no equipment upgrades. Your task is to be a mother, and really, that may be the hardest goal a game has tasked me with. It's not about my survival, it's about nurturing my cubs. They'll follow me through thick and thin. I felt responsible to not lead them astray. As I was hunting and feeding my cubs, I pondered, what if this game was from the frog's perspective? Or the mouse's? Here I am, desperately trying to care for and feed my cubs while murdering my prey's children and robbing them of a father. Is it worth it? For me to even consider these things is why I say Shelter is an important game. Its utter simplicity had me questioning things in a game I usually don't bother with. I don't ponder the ramifications of my vehicular manslaughter in Grand Theft Auto as I gun it down a sidewalk giggling. But here I am wondering about the family of a frog that I just fed to my hungry badger cub. This is a survival game that matters. There is no reloading of save points here. Your actions have permanence. I lost a cub to a predator that night. One moment, I had all 5. Then I heard a gut-wrenching yelp. Now, only 4 remain. I can't back up and try again. There is no redo in life. I had to live with my loss, but not wallow because 4 others were depending on me. All I could do was move forward. Feed the ones that remained. Protect them. Love them. But Shelter is a game of life, which means it's also often about loss. I tried. I couldn't get them all to safety. I only had 2. I wasn't even sure what happened to my other children, but I desperately wanted to protect these 2. I only had memories of the ones I lost. These 2 needed me. They were still counting on me. They've grown so much, but they're not quite there yet. Just a few more lessons to be taught. I had to lead them through the rough world, past raging rapids and stifling wildfires. They were my hope to make it through, to make it all worth it. I've watched them grow from helpless cubs to brave adolescents. It's hard to deny the beauty of this paper patchcraft world that hides dangers around every corner. Shelter gives us an intimate portrait of how fragile and endearing life is. You know, it's funny that a game about badgers taught me to be a better person.